Alright, episode 93, and I did not do the homework I was supposed to do, but hopefully I won't need to do it, and I don't think I'm even gonna say, cause, well, we'll see. Goizo ill-fated character exclusive, Yashiro. Alright, well, ill-fated Yashiro, and I think this was supposed to be something that was fixed later, but it's not now. But by that I mean having enough experience to level up. But you know, second encounter, Takashi, second mystery, dexterity, knowledge, light, maybe. But I might as well go for a light source and/or weapon, which implies the heavy duty flashlight if we can get it. If we can't re-roll for it, I'm not gonna try and force it too much. So we'll see. We'll do this because we might as well give us our own decrease of doom, however much that may be, because we'll never know. Also, I think that was the rumor right there, but we're gonna find out. Depends how many forest mysteries we have: mermaids, coma, flood, festival, bulletin. So at least 5 forest investigations, maybe depending on if the Theologist is there, and then Coma, Mermaid's, Bulletin. Bulletin has 2. There's a chance, but since I probably want to take Bulletin first, I'm going to do that. Yes. Might as well equip the Bronze Crucifix, one of the few perks to being Yashiro, on top of having extra max stamina and reason for his own perks. What else do I want to do? Probably just sell. Yeah, I'm just going to sell this now. That way it costs less doom to get the funds I need to get a weapon at all. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to be carrying this, right? So, let's check, and yep, absolutely nothing. I think we can Carpenter Hammer. The question is if I'm going to. I think I can with 5 strength, as long as the scaling is 4 per stat, or in this case, strength. Unless I grab a katana here, which I don't. That's right, we're on ill-fated. But I know that stamina compared to, I think one of them is an injury. It's been a long time since I picked the other 2 options, if at all. But probably could have picked a better one there. I just want to do also, since with this we're ill-fated, we cannot gamble at all. I should also equip this because that could have been bad, and we need to visit the forest twice. Even if it's at max threat level, that's better than fighting the phone. And we just leave because again we're on ill-fated. None of these are great. We do have the knowledge check, I think, question mark. But I'd like to increase strength, but I think I have to. I'm going to do that because that saves me more stamina up compared to healing 2 stamina. And that's 2 reason. I don't remember the left one. I think I did that as event of the day once, but I completely forgot. We'll take the stamina hit here. We need to visit the forest again. And we may... that's a fail. That's not an injury, right? So we're going to do that. I don't remember that event. I mean, I remember the event, but I don't recall the pluses and minuses. That said... Oh, that's right, Goizo. We heal an extra reason, so 5 resources for 5... 2 stamina, 3 reason, but I don't want to do that anymore. While we are also, yeah, Goizo... I just rested, I should know. But... this is gonna be... I could just end up dying immediately. All things considered. But let's hope that doesn't happen. That's a lot of experience. Unfortunately, Yashiro needs an extra 40 experience anyway. So it actually... if I were to think of... Oh my goodness. It's... Actually, every event doesn't matter how much it is because it'd have to be balanced for all characters, but since Yashiro needs more experience, that means the experience you're getting is decreased. Well, if we're to use a comparison, what is it, 40 experience more? So he's getting at least 10% less experience, technically, if you want to treat it that way. But yeah, it's leveling up slower is not great. I think that was the main nerf, if not the only change, but it's a pretty big one. 40 experience is probably even 3-4 encounters, on top of being lucky in experience. Like, yes, there are events that give you 15, and that one that you saw earlier was 20. Granted, I had to spend something, but I haven't run into an encounter yet either, but I'll remember that as I move on. Oh, goodness. Flood and Festival. Do I want to just take Festival now? I think I'm just going to take Festival now. That means I may have to take Mermaids, unless I'm going to burn the school down. But I should be somewhat fine. So let's do what we can here. Relatively, this mystery, or, this mystery Festival takes less doom, but let's find out. Because anything can happen. And, yeah, not being able to rest somewhat efficiently isn't great anyway. Even with Hot Bath, it's still a toss-up for me, but if I had Hot Bath, I'd be more willing to rest. Unfortunately, that's not what happens. And, yeah, an extra point of HP means I get out of this one turn slower. But I don't want to run, but I think I have to run. This is a lot of damage to be eating. I might as well get... Well, if I were to fight... So, 1, 2, 3 turns. 4 turns, actually, because I'm only doing... No, 3 turns, because 8, 16, 24. But I take -6 all damage for this. And yes, my Doom is high, but comparatively, I'm losing less resources there. That's a really not great encounter, so... And then remembering that we have to take the safest options. Granted, failing a check on purpose would help out if obviously taking the safer option with no checks ends up making me lose the run anyway. So in the case of, if it wasn't the first one, getting a grip on that hole, I know it's a charisma check, or whatever the check is. When you fail, you lose 2 stamina, but if you decide to get a grip, you lose -1 reason, but obviously if your reason is at 1, you would choose the stamina if you have enough stamina. Thankfully, we're on Timeline A as well, but 52% Doom, moving into our third mystery, and I really, really don't want to use Monument. We have the Carpenter Hammer, so in a weird way, Blood Moon doesn't affect me as much, because I plan to prep attack anyway, but we never know. Please tell me we don't have Al. Okay, so I think this is for the best, and I'm actually going to take Strength. I should have actually... Healing Reason isn't a bad decision, but I don't think it's the best either. Knowing this, I'm going to take Flood, because I think Mermaids, I'm just going to take whatever out is given to us. And for this, I hopefully... Well, we can check now. I think this is our second encounter? Why am I not forgetting... Or why am I not remembering this? Unless it was the -2 all. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. Why did I... Well, regardless. So we take 3 stamina damage here. At least I can prep attack, but I have to hope I don't get any action speed reduction. Because if I do, it's going to end up being bad. So, this first one we do this. Even if he prepares to tackle us, we're going to brace prep attack anyway, so we don't get drenched. And then next turn we can do this. And considering we're Yashiro, we have an extra padding of stamina to help us out. So we might as well use his positives to our advantage as we proceed to run into another encounter immediately. I hope the sweaty whatever he was the... Oh, shoot. Was my second encounter. Why do I feel like it wasn't? Because I felt like I fought something else. But it's too late to think about that now, so we'll deal with it if and when we reach the lighthouse. So we have to visit the village to find the theologist, who is what I want for certain, as we take reason damage, but that's fine for now, because we're just going to be resting for the rest of the mystery. That said, do I want to take... I mean, I could. I'm going to be resting anyway, so you know what? We're going to take this. It'll take at least 4 stamina's worth to get within a range where I can... I think if it's not guaranteed, then to gamble. No, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. But, and the gamble would have been this. a 70-40, so if you're lucky, you could have saved 1 stamina and only taken 3 stamina damage, but I don't feel lucky, so we're taking the... Because if you fail, if I fail that, it's an extra, what, 2-3 stamina? I'm a bit tired, too tired to do the math right now, but we'll rest for no other reason than to save Doom and heal stamina, because we need to. And away we go. So, this first one we can do this. This boss would have done 3 reason damage, but we took the Theologist. And then after this turn, we do this a lot to avoid getting drenched. Never mind, I accidentally are badly bleeding, but I forgot that I am not saved to that, so that was not great. But let's not take any more stacks of badly bleeding, because that would be bad. Thankfully, it's a minor injury, but that will depend on if I'm going to tree for funds and go into the doctor's office, or if I'm just going to use the school nurse, which I might do. So let's see what happens. I should actually trade stamina for reason here at some point, but then I would be gambling. Unless I do. Well, let's do this first. And then let's see, because I think this is, yeah, this is a kill if and when I can fit this. My question is if I want to trade a lot more stamina for reason. Either beforehand or when it happens, but... I think I'm going to spend 1 turn just doing this to trade 6 stamina for 3 reason. Ultimately for 2 reason, though, because I'm going to lose a reason's point of... Oh, no, I can't, because then I can't desperate action. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do this. Oh, we will still trade stamina for reason. But we will do this, which should defeat this boss. And away we go. Fetid Fume, so we definitely don't want to rest anymore. Not that we can't, but I don't think it would be the smartest decision. And I may heal reason, but that'll depend on what we see in here. Dexterity, Charisma... Don't I have a dexterity check? I'm hoping I do, otherwise I'm just gone crazy. We've already taken a bath, and we'll take mermaids now. Let's get rid of badly bleeding for 3 Doom. 58% Doom on our 4th mystery. Feeling a lot better about it, but the run is not over yet. So with Ill-Fated, we're just going to eat everything to the face. Hopefully we take stamina damage, but we're taking a lot of reason damage. Well, if I want to fight the Mad Janitor, it'll be a lot of stamina damage, but I don't think I'll do that. So, oh my goodness, I'm getting beaten by reason. But there's there's nowhere I can trade anything for reason right now. And I don't want to rest. Oh, that's more reason, really? Maybe I should tree for spells to heal reason. Well, this is a stamina encounter. The problem is that... unfortunately, I don't get enough here, so she'd be at 14 HP after this. Goodness gracious me. Let's see. And I know his faith gives him... Well, I mean, I see that his faith gives him extra experience here, but I know that having high faith is what's usually going to happen when I play the way I do, is what I wanted to say. Because otherwise I'd probably end up dying otherwise. Not saying that you couldn't do it, but... or I could choose to run. Technically I can if I'm going to burn the school down, but I'm going to end up visiting the nurse anyway. I'm going to do it. I don't want to lose that much stamina. So here's hoping I pick options and events that don't increase my stamina. I need to pick events, or I need to pick consequences that don't. Here, this is Doom, but I think this is more Doom than burning down the school and visiting the school nurse. So, yeah. Roads closed. That should be fine, is what I want to say. But I think that's fine, is what I ended up not saying, but saying now. Right into coma, but we need to get rid of these burns. And here's hoping this mystery is nice to us. Starting a mystery at 80% doom was a bit high. I would say around 76%. But again, I don't really have control. We're losing 3 reason here, by the way. And I don't have a light source. And I don't have 8 charisma either. Really? I think I may have to visit the monument for spells, but let's keep holding. Okay, now we do. I'm gonna do at least 1. There's the mind wipe. That's not actually not great for me, but I did it for the reason healing. So we don't get to level up anymore for this run. Lose ourselves to the music to heal reason at least. Because we're ill-fated, trying to find allies would be a failure anyway. And the Bloodthirsty Butcher. What do we get for you? Not really much. This saves us time, but if I can do a strong, that would be nice. I can. So I get 10 damage per turn and literally nothing else. So 10 damage for 3 stamina, or 4 damage for 1 stamina, which looks a lot better. But I have to do this 4 or 5 times? Oh my goodness. I mean, I have the strength for it, and I don't want to run, so I think I'm gonna have to do this. I mean, I don't have to, but I think it's one of the best things I can do. And yeah, we'll see what else happens. I could start taking a risk here. I don't think I want to, though. It would be nice, but I'm not gonna risk it. Question mark? Or is this a guaranteed? Because I feel like I'm getting bonus damage. Let's find out. Nope, I made a severe error in judgment. Well, shoot. Well, now we have to do this. Because I need these painkillers. And hopefully we get the lighthouse checks right as I proceed to fight this. Yeah, I think I have to fight this. -1 all. I do get 3 attacks, but my resources are dangerously low for it. And yeah, we lose reason here as well. Don't lose Bath. Okay, we didn't lose Bath. Let's check the lighthouse first. So we do have Takshisan. Let's assume we failed the encounter check, so I need to heal. Yeah, I passed these 2 checks. We don't have the 6th floor. So really, I actually should be okay as long as I take the bath, actually. So we should be perfectly okay. I am going to heal reason. But we should be okay. I do need to pass one of the doom checks. But, again, we should be okay. But let's find out. Sweaty Assailant? Yeah, it was the Sweaty Assailant. Oddly enough. And Takshisan right here, but I think this is the best we do. Yeah. So throw the Meat Cleaver. We can also throw the Bronze Crucifix. We won't need it anymore. Brace again here. And then next turn we can do this. Desperate action, prep strong to defeat Takshisan. Even if we fail this, we might be okay, but let's try not to. So bulletins into festival, and then Flood was 3rd, Mermaids was 4th, Coma was last. Specifically, if we're asking about order, we leveled up through a mind wipe, but let's just be perfectly sure, and we don't even need to level up. We'll take this for now. Well, it's a good thing I'm refocusing on things because in the time span between this and the last recording, yeah, I'm just gonna focus what's on my plate. I did have ideas, but let's focus up as I get into Katak Medical History, character exclusive, Toshiaki, discharge summary discard. And yeah, let me just finish up the thought. Yeah, so I had other plans planned, but I think I'm going to refocus and focus on what's on my plate. For this channel specifically, well, anywho, let's get into it. Second encounter, knowledge, strength, dexterity, second mystery, Tachi-san, maybe? Dexterity, strength, knowledge. So, I thought, you know, again, things happened between this recording and the last, so, yeah, I'm gonna focus on things that I have on my plate, including a certain video that I need to make a while ago. Katak Medical History, correct? I just need to reaffirm that for myself, and rethink my own strategies, because, yeah, certain things happen that I don't like about myself in terms of my ability to play through games that don't require any physical hand-eye coordination, basically knowledge games. Footage, vigil, scissors, painting, arms. Well, so these three, I would like to take one of these three first, but since I'm Toshiaki on Katak, I want not a better weapon, but a different weapon. The bat won't really cut it in scissors. I don't know why I went to painting. The bat won't cut it in scissors for me. We don't have ward. If I really wanted to, I could try to go for a chainsaw play. I mean, I have the Doom to spare. If I were to give advice, in this specific thing, wow, it's already like a minute into the recording, 2 minutes in. Katak Medical History. It's not like we're on Yogathag Knight Errant or Herald Goizo, where Doom is going to be high. And then I see these mysteries. Painting isn't short, but if we had Yogathag, we wouldn't have to worry. But then I see Scissors and I see Vigil, which Vigil does have a number of investigations, but difficulty-wise, I would say it's easier than others. Certainly, in my opinion, Footage, depending, and Bulletin, Mermaids, Akamanto, obviously, which is Cape. I keep saying that most of the time I call the mystery by the I call Cape by the boss at the end. Same thing for Eels with, well, it's not a boss, it's pretty much guaranteed. I'm really thinking, because if I do Footage, that means I'm basically going left to right in my mind, because Scissors, if I'm on timeline A, want it to be third. Saving Scissors or Akamanto till last isn't a bad idea. In fact, I would advise that as well. But once you get more comfortable, you can decide whether or not you want to take full damage, or if you want to hold off thinking you'll get another level, which can mean the difference between a much easier encounter or a very... I cut myself off because I didn't want to say easier. I want to focus up now because we're on episode like 93 now, so... yeah, I don't want anything weird to happen. But Scissors, Painting is what it is, but you can skip the boss. And then Arms, we could save for last. I would rather that than Scissors, because Scissor Lady, she's not the tankiest, but if you save her till last, she can be. The hope is that you have preparations in terms of weapon and gear, as compared to Arms, which it is tankier, and saving it for last, you know what? If that's the case, but then, again, so if I take Footage first, maybe I save Footage for last. No, because if I get Timeline B Arms, this encounter might be bad. Again, I need to figure this out now, so I've been sitting here for like 2.5 minutes now. But it's important. So, because I want to do either Footage or Arms first. I really want to pick up the Heavy Duty, considering that we have a certain event in Mansion that requires the Heavy Duty due to being it's a modded event, but do I dare try it? I mean, my score in this challenge currently being what it is, I might as well find out now, even though we're 8 episodes away from, I don't know, on episode 100, I gotta do something, alright? It's been 100 episodes, or nearly, if we get to 100 episodes, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to investigate, don't hurt me, okay. Why not? Because Doom. But we're Toshiaki, so, yeah, for, if nothing else, bookstraps, but, really I want funds to pick up a weapon of some sort. I'm gonna... well, I'm Toshiaki, so I can reroll, like, once or twice. And we had to roll twice before I got this, but effectively still at 35%. I could Monument... Actually, I'm Toshiaki, but I think I'm gonna leave this as it is. And just by off chance, it is medicine. On the weird chance it was a book, I would have kept it in my inventory, but because we're on medical history, again, if I do have timeline B arms, due to that encounter being a rather tanky encounter, it means I'll be in there longer, meaning I can proc more injuries, which would not be good, but I mean, we won't have a choice because you are forced into a boss fight there. However, better than Akamanto, and certainly better than maybe this, even. Considering my accuracy is what it is. And I can proc injuries here. So you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have... well, no. Oh, that's right. We're in Kathak. Never mind. I can't run. Forgot that for a moment. But at the same time, if I eat this in the face, I get I get a concussion, which lowers my knowledge. Which I kind of need right now. I go for it. I can't remember the exact odds of an injury, but there's a chance I get an injury here, so there's the cut. That's gonna affect somewhat. Affect me somewhat. But I don't really have a choice. Yes, actually, prep attacking might have been somewhat more efficient. It depends on my luck here. I know I talk about guaranteed strats, but... okay, at this point I should have just prepped stronged. But I've already chosen to be on this path, so I think I get 11 damage for Desperate Action, but let me hit one more. Or not. Well, now I gotta think. I think I can punch instead and still be... no, I can't. Well, maybe I can. No, maybe I could just do this. This should be 11 damage? Question mark? Yeah. So I didn't need to waste all that time. Well, after I hit 3 stamina, I didn't need to waste time. So I used up 1 stamina, but I did get a lot of injuries for my trouble. Let's get rid of that, and we'll visit the nurse to get rid of this. Considering my RNG, getting 2 stacks of coughing blood would lose me the run. Because, again, once their stats hit 0, how the game treats it is that it shoots your doom up to 100% and keeps checking for that until you lose the run. But theoretically, I mean, if your stat hits 0, you just should lose the run. But I meant to... am I in trouble here? No, because I needed... well, I mean, if I'm gonna die to stamina, I should have rested. Please don't be in... okay, we weren't. I immediately saw that we were on timeline A. And yeah, let's make sure we don't die. Again, as someone noted in the community, if you want to do speedruns, memorizing what screens look like immediately, or unless you just decide to mash, which is another strat that I could see working. However, my issue is my issue is that, well, one of the issues is that I don't get to rest anymore, really. We do have roads closed, but that shouldn't affect me, even though these are mansion, forest investigations in these 2 mysteries. I don't think they count for roads closed, but footage, however, we'll see. That's something I should keep in mind. Am I going to be as healthy as I am now? Because say I took footage first and I decide to rest, I'm going to be stuck in the forest anyway, and whatever I get there, again, it's complete RNG. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to be at, but I could mitigate things. But because I'm not as confident, I'm going to take scissors. Now, we are on timeline A, fishing square. We'll pick up 2 bats, and I could throw the bottle, but let's wait, because I don't... school investigations, from what I know, usually don't give you a throwable item that does as much damage as these 2 bats. That said, trauma. I think that's max reason. I'm trying to remember these things. Hey, I have minimum 150 hours in this game, and I don't remember. But that's just me. Someone else, other people who have like 100 plus hours, they know what to do. We're in Kathak, so we still can't run, unfortunately, which means I need to make a decision here. Probably do this. This is guaranteed. This is not. So I really shouldn't be rolling like this. What would this get me? This could save me 1 stamina because my thinking is that, well, it is here. It's kind of objective. So brace attack. So if I hit this twice, I take 2 stamina damage, but deal 8 damage, which means he's at 9 HP. Oh no, that doesn't allow me to do anything. Never mind. Okay, I guess we're gonna prep attack, prep strong then. That way we can just immediately get to thingy. And if I got an injury, it would be bad. But we're fine for now. My issue is going to be the scissor lady, who's going to be absolutely hurting me. And while picking up her scissors may be nice, I don't think I will even be able to do that much. Funny enough, I want a level up. So you might have heard me talk about encounter lockout. To reiterate, or for those who are new or are just starting to watch this series here, encounter lockout doesn't apply to the previous the loaded teacher because he is a mid boss, which means I'm not on a cooldown base. A cooldown lockout, whatever you want to say. That means I can still run into an encounter in school because the loaded teacher, while he is a quote-unquote school encounter, or scissors encounter, more accurately to say. I'm thinking about what I want to do while I explain this, but yeah, I'm not on lockout. After this, I will be, but yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a choice, so I think I can throw this in desperate action. Let's trade, while we're here, let's trade off some reason for stamina. Probably 4 reason for, so I have 5 stamina and 5 reason, because the scissor lady does, oh, I don't get this guaranteed. Well, if there's a time that I need to hit this, it would be now. Because I need to trade this off. And leveling up would make the difference here. Am I part of the 85%? Or am I going to die to the scissor lady? Because she does... Why do I want to say 3 all damage right now? Now let's not take the risk then. So we're going to trade 2 reason for 1 stamina. We get to level up. I'm going to do it now, and let's actually heal stamina. As much as I want to increase my strength, I don't think I want to. And grabbing a spell here might help. Maybe not. I mean, I could cast this. I'm effectively at negative 25% doom, because 40% doom. No, I'm at negative 15% doom, sorry. Math. Yeah, at this point, because I don't get to rest, if I got to rest, I'd be doing different things right now, but because I don't, an extra point in strength. What would that get me? Knowing that I can, it gets me brace attack boost, 1 attack boost. I think if I cast it twice, I get 2 attack boosts. Do I believe in myself enough to do that? Because otherwise, I'd have to throw the empty bottle, which loses me more stamina long term. However, it allows me to survive in the short term. If I want to throw the empty bottle, I don't need to cast the curse. If I were in a run that had more town mysteries, like I didn't have to do vigil and painting, I wouldn't think about casting Sheb's Surge, because I would just rest and heal all the stamina and reason that I lost here in Scissors. But because we only have footage, again, here's a diverging point and I need to think about it. And me going fast might have caused me to lose a lot more, so let's think about it. This, Alternatively, I could choose... Okay, so let's do the first option. The first option is me casting this, I think, twice is what I do. Which would offset... I mean, we... In another sense, we have 10 Doom to spend. Ish. Every mystery, because we're gonna decrease Doom by 10 due to the first page of the Necronomicon. However, if I add 2 stats in here, which only last till the mystery, and... I only got to level up, so really I'm only using this for the Scissor Lady, but if it saves me more, it doesn't, optimally, but for now it does. By that I mean, this costs 10 Doom, and it might save me a turn, which would save me probably 1 all, because I would want to brace. Yeah, so it would save me -1 all damage for 10 Doom. However... If I were on any other run than this, except for 4 out-of-town mysteries, what I would actually do is just not use this and then just rest 3 times for 9 Doom, which costs 9 Doom, rest 3 times for 9 Doom, but heal 6 stamina and 6 of reason. So that's like 6 all damage. However, of course, if I had Fetid Fumes, if I had Broken Nose, that changes somewhat, but... No, even then, if I had, say... If it rolled Fetid Fumes after this mystery, I would still rest twice, and I would still get, like, 2 all damage back, because that's 6 Doom for 2 reason, 2 stamina. So, again, ultimately, I shouldn't be casting this, but it's something I could do. Alternatively, what I wanted to say before talking about this first point is the second point is that if I had any in-town, even Akamanto, again, I would be more willing to rest... or not use this so I can rest. The third option is that I take footage in the middle, but I'd rather not do that, even though I'm going to be stuck in the forest at the end of the run if I choose to do footage last, which is what I'm likely going to do if I survive that long. I won't be able to rest, but I'll still be able to rest before I enter the forest, and then I have like a shorter time span of risk, because I can rest before the forest, I'll be stuck in the forest for like, let's just say 11 investigations, but at least I'll be topped off, as opposed to if I take footage before... and save Vigil or Painting for last, then I have to go longer without being able to rest at all and heal Stamina or Reason to any degree. Anywho, thank you for coming to this TED Talk about Toshiaki. I'm not a Toshiaki main, but due to my current situation, I'm going to cast this once. Getting 1 attack boost is better than nothing. Even though I'm still rolling an RNG, the non-risk method would... Well, we'll see. We'll see. So, I cast it once, and let's see what it gets me. I can figure out what an extra cast would have gotten me, but let's find out first. And again, she's not tanky right now, but after 3 mystery, if I saved her for last, she would have an extra 4 HP, which would be 25 HP, and maybe I get extra damage because maybe I have... if you are the type to use Toshiaki's other perks, one of them being damage increase for 7% Doom, I don't use it, but... You get what I mean. So another use of the spell. I don't know if it still applies now, but I don't want to use it and end up not working. So 79%, certainly better than 69%, but again, I would still be rolling, and she does -3 all base, so if I saved her for the 4th mystery onward, she'd be doing -4 all. In that case, usually what I would advise is that you take Krutski's Kill, which is an insta-kill spell, but if you don't have it, I don't know what you do. Get things to throw, smoke cigarettes, in my opinion, but in-game for the Nicotine Rush buff, so you can actually do more attack boosts here. Because with 3 attack boosts, it's 99%. Again, you could do the math yourself, but let's save you time. And then prep attack if you're that fast. But, let's see here. The chance, so on average, I would hit at least 2 of these and take -3 all damage, so I'd be dealing 8 HP. We're gonna throw the baseball bat because I was planning to anyway. And yeah, if this fails, I'm just unlucky. So on top of the fact that I myself make bad decisions here and there, means that it kind of makes sense that oh, that was not an attack boost, but thankfully we hit it. But means that it kind of explains why I'm in episode 93 or 92, I keep forgetting what episode I'm on, of this challenge, whereas other people wouldn't even reach episode 20, but unless, of course, they rolled really badly on quick play, because luck is a factor in that. If you don't like it, I'm not going to force anyone to do the challenge as is. Oh, we just lost Bath. Well, I was talking about fetid fumes. I should have talked about that. Maybe it would have helped stave off that. But we're in this timeline now, in real life, so... I guess we have to take footage now. I will get to level up, so maybe... I mean, since I'm not going to be able to use Bath from the home sublocation anymore, fetid fumes won't mean anything anymore, so I should just take footage first, I guess. I'm making a call here. We have Vigil and we have Painting, both of which I can avoid the boss. And in Vigil's case, this time I would like to, because we have the medical history backstory, and the old man has like 43 HP after this mystery. Nonetheless, he has a lot of HP. Even if I took him first, he would have 40 HP, and that's a lot. But what do I want to do? I'm hungry right now. Let's see here. A moment of silence to think. Well, I do want to rest. So we'll do that. We'll basically just top ourselves off with rests. So again, I'm resting 4 times, but I spent 15-ish%. But if I didn't cast the Surge at all, we're still effectively at 1% Doom right now. So I think I'm in a History Club for a few things. I know I don't... Well... Considering we're on Kathak... yeah, I think... Because with this, I have 2 to 3 uses. Unless I want to reroll, but there's not really a reason to. Oh, so when I say, well, this isn't a spell more than a perk, but it is an insta-kill spell, and it works on everything. Literally everything. Probably not STE soon, when that gets patched, if that's patched, because I know people talked about it, but anywho, we're going to take this. So, now we're at 12% Doom, but since we're on a third mystery, something I'm probably going to put in the tips video, it's probably going to be the first tip, is Doom per mystery. That's not really a objective tip, but I think it's a good way to kind of pace yourself. So what by that I mean, on my third mystery, I expect to be at 40-ish% Doom. And yes, that's the number I have right now, but we're Toshiaki, so the number of mysteries I have left is times 10% Doom. You take that away from whatever Doom you have, and that's how much Doom you have effectively. So, effectively, I'm at 12% Doom, which means I have, in my mind, 28% Doom to work with, which means I can cast Krutski's Kill twice. Or 3 times, really, if you want to push it, but that would depend on my RNG and events, because after 3 uses, it's a lot. So, yeah, we'll see. Of course, obviously, if I can defeat an enemy with Toshiaki alone, that would be nice, but you gotta do what you can to survive. That said, because the thing is, what I would like to do is get Thought Flash. However, this is my only... Unless I go for curses. What could I get that possibly ruins... Well, I know what I could get. I could get Brain Damage, among other curses. Otherwise, I can prepare. Yeah, let's prepare. So I'm going to do this for the sake of getting a pack of cigarettes, and I'm actually going to trade stamina if I run into out of funds. Unfortunately, we didn't get a brick, but 1 pack of cigarettes will help me out basically in the last mystery. I forgot what my second encounter was. Let me try to remember this now, because I need to... Well, actually, it won't really matter as much, but we'll take Doom because we can. However, let's visit the mansion twice. We could run to the heavy duty event, even if that's not the case. Due to my understanding of World of Horror, visiting these 2 mansion investigations now will push the stack of events in my favor to run into a certain event. I think it's a mansion event. Ooh, what happens if I try 5 experience? Okay. Good. I know recently the mod pack, Haspin's mod pack and Epoli's mod pack were updated. But I know one of them made changes. Also, I'm just eating things to the face right here, so maybe I should have... No. So for example, this encounter probably won't use Krutski's kill. I know I can get out in a comfortable amount of time. Well, actually, no. I can. I have to take -2 all, but that's better than rolling on a brace attack play. Yeah, brace attack. So while my reason is getting dangerously low, and then we get a torn muscle. What a time for that, man. I mean, it's not the worst I could have gotten, but it's pretty bad. And the fact that it procced it all wasn't great. Otherwise, alternatively, in another reality, I would have cast Krutski's kill, thinking about, hey, I might get an injury, but I don't want to increase Doom right now, considering I might use Krutski's kill, so we're going to take the stamina hit there. I just happen to remember that, but thankfully, there's some mercy was given to us, as we are able to get out of the forest immediately. At the same time, does visiting the 2 mansion investigations help the RNG of getting out fast? Anywho, second encounter, let me remind myself here. We don't have the light check. If we get the 6th floor, I would really like to not run to the 6th floor, but I don't have control over that. And then we take 9 stamina damage. Oof. So, in another way, also we did lose Bath, I forgot. We could sell the empty bottle to... yeah, now I want to avoid out of funds. Let's level up now. Let's see here. So we did get Thought Flash. I'm gonna take that, and as much as... this is good too. Now it's good. Because we're stuck. And I can't rest. And we have efficient rests, unfortunately. I don't think we even got fed. Yeah, so the game is now taunting me. Because if I didn't have fetid fumes, Cure... it has its use. I think I've seen people talk. Even if that's not the case, I can see the argument. Well, you can rest for 3 Doom, and I say that as well. You can rest for 3 Doom, 2 Stamina, 2 Reason at base, and usually you would make use of it. However, Cure of Isto has its use because, again, say if you're stuck in Vigil and you get bad RNG, and then you're dying to Stamina and or Reason, you can cast this. And in other situations where you're stuck, you can do the same thing. But at the same time, yes, number-wise, resting is better than this at base. Of course, if you get Broken Nose, Fetid Fumes, all that stuff, if you're on Goizo, this becomes more efficient. But because I know I'm gonna have extra experience, this extra Doom may save us. I always talk about this. I always talk about surviving the short term. The problem is I have Krutski's kill, and I'm pretty sure I want to cast that. I think this... no, actually, this might be more efficient. Because while I could spend 15 Doom for 3 Stam, or to defeat an enemy, I might only be able... it might be possible to use this once, and then I can still defeat an encounter. Of course, the risk I run here is that since I'm eating things to the face, medical history can proc. On the other hand, if I take Thought Flash, I can take more Doom options and events if I know them, or if you know them. If I'm to give advice, because usually you'll end up with at least 30 experience. While it's not, 6 Doom might not mean a lot, it does to me. So, and in another sense, this can mean 3 Stamina and 3 Reason in the Lighthouse, because I would save 6 Doom. But, yeah, there's no making a cut there. Really quickly, though, I mean, yeah, I could change the time, but that'd be a whole thing. Anywho, yeah, if nothing else, as I take 15 seconds to think longer on this, I really might want to take Cure, but I think I'm going to take Flash. Is that World of Horror, I liken it more to a TRPG with the events as and enemies. Well, events as cards, but cards that can also say that you're fighting an enemy. It would make a perfectly good TRPG. At the same time, you can also treat it like a chess game where the old god is your opponent. The biggest difference is that your opponent is making smart moves every time. It's not completely random moves, although technically it is completely random moves. But I really want to increase strength, because the moment we get the Boreal Expanse, we're dead. So I'm gonna take at least 1 point in strength, but if I do, maybe I will plan to level up soon. But what did I take? Why did I forget? I did take Thought Flash. And yeah, we lost Bath. In this specific instance, you know, again, if I were to give advice, I guess Vigil. Yeah, Vigil first. If I were to give advice, I would say something along the lines of usually don't take Cure because you can rest and stuff. But then I would also say there are situations where you might want to take it. This is one such situation where it's more understandable to take it. It's not an invalid option. Oh my goodness, I couldn't get masochistic. I got fearful. But when RNG hands you what it hands you, I mean, again, it doesn't help that I make weird decisions here and there that do get me killed more often than not than RNG, but RNG does play a factor in my losses as well, so... And I don't doubt, again, once you get to someone better than me at remembering or doing the math behind things, I'm sure that there are runs that are... I don't think any run is impossible, but maybe that's the case. But basically, you can dumb it down into maybe that there are impossible runs where no matter what you do, again, an example that comes to mind, just even if it's not true, but an example would be Ill-Fated, Herald, Mizuki, and Mizuki rolls like Hermit, but you have like every single mystery is out of town. I don't know, something like that, and then you can go, well, depending, even no matter what events you get, because you fail every event, you just die no matter what. That would be really, really strange, but is this stamina? I want to say this. Nope, that's Doom. Well, I would rather take Doom. Effectively, I'm at 57% Doom right now. Oddly enough. Actually, I can make a decision here, too. Actually, this might be better. 90-65, 85-75. And yeah, while this is better at base, the extra point in damage would offset this. And I do have the book strap on me. If I were not Toshiaki mainly having the book strap, this would be a lot different. But I think I'm actually going to switch here because the heavy-duty flashlight just needs to be in my inventory to work as a light source for events. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm not running into said event or any events that require a light source. But at least we get an extra point of damage here because, again, we have a torn muscle. So we were doing 1 less damage. So now we're back at base, oddly enough. But I do want to brace once. Actually, I need to hit this. Yeah, I need to hit this. Or I could do this and trade 2 stamina for 1 reason to survive. It's not great, but I don't have many... yeah, maybe I should have taken Cure. That was my mistake, I think. I mean, there are a lot of injuries I could have gotten instead that are just as bad or worse, but that was not one of them. There's no point casting Krutski's kill now, and even if I did, I would be dangerously close. Because, yeah, while I'm effectively at 61% Doom, if I cast it once, I'm gonna go over, so, yeah, that's 12, and do I just want to smoke the cigarettes immediately? And hope? Yeah, survive the short term? So try to survive the short term. If I die in an event, so be it. We're on encounter lockout. Yeah, we are. So I shouldn't need to worry. Can I even do this? I can. Stamina, right? And here's hoping we roll well. We're Toshiaki, so there's the chance of that is happening is really low. We have to trade Doom here, Doom here, because we're gonna die to stamina as well. And now we are no longer on encounter lockout. Oh, I don't remember this event. Well, that's actually a better one, but let's get out of this mystery. Losing Bath is a lot of... people forget that Bath gives you 3 HP overall. Usually you would take the extra point of stamina. Reason there are not a lot of moments where you take the experience, and even if you did, in this case I would need to take the bath 3 times to get 1 cast of flash. But we need this level up to heal stamina or anything really, and then get nothing for this. But I think I got the rumor, so we might as well take Outdoorsman. As great as strength might be to increase, they're literally anything. Let me actually make an informed decision and not guess. Second account, Takushi-san, if we get the 6th floor. Am I gonna get the... what are the odds? I think they're at... let's just say there are at least 11 town effects left. That means there's a less than 10% chance I roll the 6th floor here. So, let's find out. I'm gonna gamble that we're not going to run into Takashi-san. Unfortunately, this means we need to leave Amy behind. Again, reminding ourselves no bath. In other news, if we can make it to the end of the mystery, I think we're home free. Even if I have to cast Krutsuki's Kill... do I actually cast Sheb's Surge? Because this also helps me out in events. Let's not forget. Stats do matter, theoretically. Oh, again, this is not a lost... again, because you... well, not again, but... just say, well, I'm not using verbal tics. That included, but, I'm thinking that's why. It's hard to find an impossible run because there are so many actions you can do. And and certainly if, because I don't know how the game like, how randomized things are. So say if I go into the school to learn a spell, in 1 second. If I waited 3 seconds, would I get a different spell? Things like that. I forgot what the term is. Entropic random? I don't know what the term. Anywho, I have options. Whether I cast Sheb's Surge once, twice, would change things, maybe. If I cast Krutsuki's Kill once, I don't plan to, but if I did, maybe. I don't, though, because my Doom is quite high. We're effectively at 67% Doom, but if I cast Krutsuki's Kill, I could die to Doom. Do I gamble and try to go 1 investigation without smoking cigarettes? No. The other side of that is if I run into an encounter, if my buff runs out for some reason. We shouldn't. We have 12. Never mind. Oh, that stamina really... Funny enough, we're faster with this, and we... Are we? No, because I was going to say it does more damage. Why would I say that, though? That's not the case. All these injuries. And we're on Kathak, so we can't run. There's a reason why, before we got Herald and Yogatag and Knight Errant, Kathak medical history was my most hated combination. Or, in my opinion, if nothing else, it was the... I have to take a chance here. I mean, it's Doom, but I forgot about that. But, yeah, I hated this combination because you can't run, which means you must fight. And what, I don't know. Back at that time, people were like, oh, it's still easy. And I'm like, really? I don't know what's... Back then, we also only had True Believer. But, oh my goodness. Why that one of all spells? Not that any other... most spells would have been useful anyway, but... Do I just take... I think this... I forget... I don't remember this event. Okay, well, it could have been a lot worse, and, yeah, it could have been a lot worse. We're effectively at 81. Actually, should I just... Because we can't... I'm going to actually grab a... I don't think we can throw the chainsaw, so... Funny enough, because I can throw the flashlight, we're taking that. And, yeah, let's find out. I may have to... Okay, well... Am I going to run into a flashlight event? I'm sure there's one remaining. And if it's not the event I'm thinking... If it's not the event I'm thinking about... I think this does more than the flashlight. Well, actually, no, it depends. Because I could get an entirely... I'm not guaranteed to get a broken bottle here, I think. We got the small candle. But we can't run from encounters anyway, so that was pointless. So, we get... Oh, we ran into an encounter. We ran into quite a tanky encounter, too. Well, as I said, we're gonna throw stuff. I think I need to. The game is starting to slow down. I think it's mostly because of all the injuries I have, but... This would be such a bad time to... I can't even do this. Wow. Well, I can't even do that. But at least I can do the... I can't even do that, but I can do this. Oh my goodness, 3 damage. Am I dead here? I can't cast Krutski's Kill. I will die to Doom. Why is my Doom increasing so much? Is the roads close town effect, if that's grammatically correct, is that actually proccing here? It might, maybe, because with bulletin or no. Well, painting is still a relatively new mystery, so. But even if I'm doing 4 damage, oh my goodness. I forgot about that. I mean, not that I had much of, again, I didn't have much of a choice. Unless I did big RNG, what would I be able to do here? Nothing, really. No, literally nothing. 11 damage. 7 damage. 18 damage. So even if I did 4 HP's worth of damage, I might have been able to brace twice. That was my mistake. I'm just going out of my mind right now. I mean, I can still do... No, I have Mangled Hand. Something was gonna kill me, alright? If I don't die to Doom here... Oh my goodness, I have to do this, though. I need at least another turn. Otherwise, I could throw a bunch of stuff. Oh, this is ugly. Hopefully I don't die to Mangled Hand. Okay, well... And then I have to attempt this. Wow. I don't even get to do... Does this even save me? 11 damage? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, does it? Well, maybe, because if I throw the Meat Cleaver... I have to do this, by the way. This is the last... Unless I choose to dodge, maybe? 40%? Compared to, whatever this is... 11 damage, 7 damage, 18. Meat Cleaver is 4? If Meat Cleaver is not 4, I'm gonna cry. Oh, it only does 3. We're gonna have to do this. Oh, Mangled Hand, nice! The event of the day is the Thirsty Spirit event by Haspin in the mansion location, where there's a creepy thing looking at you, and yeah, you can do a couple things. If you decide to retreat, you bravely run away as you lose to reason. However, if you offer your blood because it's thirsty, you lose 2 stamina because, well, you're giving it your own blood. However, if you have the masochistic curse, you can sate its thirst and be like, oh yeah, I like it. So at least, while you lose 2 stamina, you can gain 3 reason. But you need a curse for it, which, you know, this event doesn't have any rolls, but you will lose something for it. And you can maybe at least gain something for it, but hey, it's a mansion event. Among other modded events, there could be other good things that happen. Anywho, that'll be it for today. If you want to support me, if you want to say anything, you know what to do. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.